There are very few places that can quiet your mind without saying a word. No notifications, no noise, no pressure. Just you and something much bigger than you. I didn't expect to find that in a bird sanctuary, but I did. Recently, I visited Keoladeo National Park, also known as the Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. Located in Bharatpur, this place is one of the most important bird reserves in the world. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, famous for its wetlands, biodiversity, and thousands of migratory birds that travel across continents just to be here. From Siberia to India. That alone tells you how special this place is. I reached Bharatpur in the evening. The plan was simple: wake up early and enter the park as soon as possible. If you want to experience this place properly, you should go early. So that's exactly what we did. The next morning around 6:50, me and my dad entered the sanctuary. And right from the start, you could feel something was different. It was quiet, not empty, just peaceful. Inside the park, you got two options. You can either take a cycle or go with an e rickshaw and a guide. We chose cycles, but honestly, if you're visiting for the first time, I recommend taking a guide because the park is huge, and unless you know where to look, you'll miss out a lot. A guide doesn't just show you the way, they help you understand in what you're seeing. We started our journey on a slightly off track route. The road was rough, rocky, with dry vegetation on both sides. It was quiet, almost too quiet. And since there weren't many people around, you become very aware of your surroundings. Eventually, we came across a wild boar and a few deers quietly moving through the bushes. And somewhere along the way, I had read on the board inside the sanctuary that a jungle cat was on the loose. Now, I didn't see it, but just knowing that something like that could be out there, in a stretch that quiet and that empty, it changes how you move. You start noticing every sound, every rustle, every shadow. But eventually, we made our way back to the main track. And that's where everything changed. Suddenly, both sides of the road opened up into something incredible. Lush greenery everywhere, wetlands stretching out, with these beautiful elevated patches of land cutting through the water. And the birds, there were birds everywhere. I'll be honest, I was never really into bird watching, but this place might have changed that. Because when you see so many different species living peacefully, undisturbed, in their natural habitat, it doesn't feel like bird watching. It feels like you're witnessing something real, something untouched. We saw so many birds, honestly, too many to even remember properly. But a few that can be mentioned are Siberian cranes, painted storks, kingfishers, bar headed geese, great cormorants, and many more. The weather was just perfect. Not too cold, not too hot, just comfortable. And as we kept cycling through the park, something changed. The constant overthinking, that background noise in your head, just disappears. I'm someone who gets overwhelmed easily. Small problems, big problems, everything starts piling up. But in that moment, none of it mattered. There was no rush, no pressure, just peace. And doing this with my dad made it even better. It wasn't just about the place, it was about the time. Time that we don't always take out, time that we don't always notice. It's strange. You go to a place expecting to just see something, and you end up feeling something instead. If you ever visit Bharatpur, make sure you come to Keoladeo National Park. The best time to visit is between October and March. That's when the migratory birds arrive. And if you really want the full experience, come early, around 6 am. That's when the park feels alive and peaceful at the same time. Sometimes you don't need answers, you just need a place that makes the questions go quiet.